Hello and welcome to my Pilates mat flow. Alright, today we're going to do a full body mat workout and about an intermediate level. I will give a couple of modifications here and there. Take it up, take it down, whatever works for you. Alright, we'll get started seated on your mat or towel or whatever you have, space. Alright, we're going to go wide here, so nice and wide and open up the hips. So as wide as you can. Let's stay parallel with the legs, so toes and knees pointed towards the ceiling and slight flex of the foot. Alright, from here we're going to do a spine stretch forward, so protecting the low back by scooping the abs, and we're going to use our hands to walk forward. So inhale nice and tall, reach through the crown of the head, feet are flexed, knees are open, and then exhale, scoop the abs, and then walk the hands forward. Just till you feel that slight stretch in the hips, inner thighs. Take an inhale here and exhale, walk it back. Good, and again, inhale nice and tall, feet are still flexed, and exhale, walk it forward. Keep the chest open, shoulders back and down, and walk it back. Good, pay attention to the legs and that they're not rolling forward as you walk forward. Try and keep the toes and knees towards the ceiling. So one more time, exhale, scoop, check that low back, walk it forward, and walk it back. Good, bring the legs to hip distance apart for spine stretch. So a little more hamstring work here. Again, the feet are flexed, toes pointed towards the ceiling, arms are reaching. We're going to hover the hands over the toes. So inhale nice and tall, exhale, scoop the abs first, and then reach over the top of the toes. Good, and then inhale, restack the spine. So mobility of the spine here, stretching the hamstrings, activating the abs. Good, let's do two more like that. Inhale nice and tall, and exhale, scoop, and reach, and restack the spine. Good, again, inhale nice and tall, exhale, scoop. This is the last one, and reach a little bit further, and restack the spine. Alright, we're going to do some roll down and roll up, legs all the way straight, a little more challenging, slight bend, a little more friendly. And then if you can't get all the way back up from all the way down on the mat, just roll about 3/4 of the way down, halfway down, just to where you feel the abs start to shake and the legs start to lift. When your legs start to lift, that's your stopping point to come back up. If you can't come all the way back up from all the way down. Arms reaching, shoulders down. I'm going to bring my legs all the way straight. Nice and tall. Take that inhale. Exhale, scoop the abs and roll it back. One bone at a time. Arms coming up towards the ceiling. Take your inhale and then exhale, round it up. One bone at a time. All the way to this tall seated position. So not rolling forward, just back and up. All the way back, scooping the abs. One bone at a time, arms follow. Inhale here and exhale, round it up. Use your breath both ways, but especially on the way up, you really want to crescendo the exhale at that sticky point. Inhale here, exhale, round. So right where the abs start to shake and the legs start to lift, really forcefully blow the air out, and that will help come all the way up. Good, exhaling up. Sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the head, shoulders down, two more. Scoop first and roll. Slow and controlled. Inhale here, exhale, round it up. Good, last one. Nice and tall. And exhaling all the way up. Sitting up nice and tall. All right, we're going to roll all the way down and stay there and do some leg circles. So you can round down, legs bent or straight. Just control it, and then bring the arms down. All right, we're gonna take one leg in. I'm gonna start with the right. So bring that right knee in. It's a little more hip opening here. And just pull. Keep that left leg straight for now and just open up that hip. So just pulling here, letting the hip open. Good, now we're gonna straighten that right leg. Straighten it as much as you can and hold. Good, if you need to lower the hands, get the leg straight, you can hold lower and nice straight. Now if you want to bend that left leg, you can bend it just a bit. You can lower the right leg just a bit and get it nice and straight. And we're going to do leg circles. So we're going to cross the body, circle down and around and up. One full breath. Keep the left side of the body rooted to the mat, rib cage and hip down. Remember your Pilates breathing, lateral breathing, inhaling through the nose, expanding the rib cage east and west or out to the sides, and exhaling belly button to spine, exhaling through the mouth. One more in this direction. Pause at the top. Flex the foot. Again, like nice and straight. Lower it if you have to. Reverse that circle. If the hip is clicking or catching, you want to do a slight turnout or reduce your circle, the size of your circle, the range. Sometimes that hip clicks, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Good, two more. I lost my flex. Good, last one. And bring it down. Bring the right leg down, all the way straight, and draw the left knee in. And just hold it there. So really focus on lengthening through the right leg and pulling the left knee in. Static stretch, opening up the hips. Good, now straighten the left leg as much as you can. Lower your hands. Get that leg nice and straight. All right, now bend the right slightly if you need to. Lower the left slightly to get it nice and straight. You can point the toe here. We're going to cross the body, circle down and around and up. And now the right side of the body stays nice and still, rooted. Use your breath. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one. Pause at the top, flex. You might have to lower the leg on the flex and then reverse your circle. So again, that left leg is as straight as you can hold it. 4 more. 4. Pay attention to this right side, not letting it pop up. 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Set both feet down on the mat. We're going to go into articulating bridges. So heels real close to the glutes, about hip distance apart. Arms long and heavy. We're going to tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, and pick the hips up. So articulating bridges first. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the abs, tilt the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes, pick the hips up. Squeezing all the way up, pause at the top. Take your inhale, and then exhale back down. One bone at a time. Good, and again. Exhale, scoop, tilt, squeeze, lift, pause, inhale, exhale down. Coming back down, you really want to use your exhale to connect to your abs, to melt the spine into the mat, one bone at a time. If you have any disc issues, bulging, herniated, fusions, you'll want to just bridge instead of articulating. So the bridge is just with the neutral spine, maintaining a flat back or neutral spine, and squeezing the glutes and lifting and lowering. Good, let's do one more and hold this one up. So all the way up and hold. All right, we're going to take the right leg up, pause, push into that left heel, straighten the right leg, pause, keep pushing into the heel. Now you're going to pulse up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That left glute should be very activated. 4, 3, 2, last one. Back to tabletop. Then set it down. Then articulate down. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Exhale all the way up. Find that nice plank line. Shoulder, hip, and knee in alignment. Press that right heel into the mat. Squeeze that right glute. And then take the leg to tabletop. Hold. Now straighten. Hold. Now pulse. Through that right glute. Toe going straight up towards the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Tabletop. Hold. Hips are even. And now set it down. And then articulate down. Excellent job. All right, we're going to go to heels together, toes apart. So the knees should be just slightly wider than the hips here. You can bring those heels nice and close to your bottom. Arms long and heavy. We're going to bridge up here. So heels together, toes apart. And then I'll add some variations in some extra work. So we're just bridging up with that neutral spine and back down. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. So activate the inner thighs and squeeze and lift. Exhale as you lift. We have 5, 4, arms real close to the body, 3, 2, hold this one up, hold it here. Pulse in by activating those inner thighs. Keep squeezing the glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, right back up, hold, squeeze, press out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Down, right back up, hold, pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tiny movements. 2, 1, last set. Down, back up, hold, lift the heels. Up and down. Up and down. Keep squeezing those glutes. 7, 6, 5. Keep reaching those knees across the room. 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. You can articulate down. I always like to articulate down on the last one. Just feels good. All right. Open the legs back up to hip distance. Cross the right leg over the left, right knee, right ankle at the left knee. Figure 4 stretch, pull that left leg up, thread the arms through, pull back on the left leg and push out on the right knee. Oh, that feels good. All right, let's switch legs. Across right over left, left over right, thread through and pull back. All right, we're going to come to a side lying position. I'm going to roll up and turn this way. Starting on my my left side body, working the right side of my body. I'm going to line my spine up with the back edge of my mat so my hip and my shoulder and my head are all in alignment. Now you can stay here on your elbow or you can come all the way down onto your arm if you don't like this lifted position. Either way, whichever position you're in, you want to be lifted here in this rib cage. If I pull my shirt, you can see that there's just a tiny bit of space here between my lower rib cage and the mat. So you want to keep these abs pulled in. You want to keep the hips stacked. And then I want you to kickstand your feet out to the top corner or front corner of your mat. So hips are lined up, shoulders are lined up, and legs are kickstand out. Then point the toes, sides of the feet together. We're going to do some side lying leg work. All right, so nice and lifted. If you're up here, this hand can kickstand. You can rest it here on your hip. You can bring it here and activate the upper back, the lats and rear delts. All right, we're going to lift that leg, the top leg. Mine is the right. It's just so that the ankle and knee are in line with the hip. And then we're going to brush forward for a 2 count and then pull back and squeeze on a 1 count. So it's 1, 2, squeeze. Good. 1, lengthen, squeeze that glute. 1, lengthen, squeeze. Good. Lengthen and squeeze. Remember, you're lifted. If you are up on the forearm, you're not sinking down into the shoulder. You're staying nice and lifted. Let's do 6 more. Squeeze. 1, 2, pull back. 5, lengthen. Activate the abs on that lengthen. Lengthen. So exhale. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one. You can take the leg down if you want, or just line them back up with the hip in line with the ankle and knee. We're going to lift this leg up. So still my toes are slightly pointed and the sides of my feet are together. I'm still staying lifted here, pulled up, hips stacked. Lift and lower. Let's add a flex. Flex and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. So a little more inner thigh. On the way down, exhale. Good, pull everything up and in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. Good. So sides of the feet together, slight turn out. We're going to do some basketball-sized circles forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, reverse your circle. 10, 9, abs pulled in. Try not to sink into that shoulder if you're up on the forearm. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now you can set the leg down. Bring the legs back. Line it all the way up with the side of the body. We're going to come down onto the arm. So if you were up on the forearm, come all the way down, and we're going to lift both legs up and lower down. Both legs up. Watch that bottom leg. You really want it to stay in line with the top. So you really want to lengthen through that bottom leg. Lift. Squeeze the legs together. Lift. We've got 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Lower them down. Take this bottom arm and wrap it around your waist. Take the top arm and set it down right in front of your chest. We're going to do some tricep push-ups, single arm tricep push-ups. So your elbow is towards your feet. So from here, you're going to push and lower down. And push and lower down. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep the legs active, 2, and last one. Good, all the way down. All right, we're going to do one more thing before we switch sides. I'm going to come back up onto my forearm. I'm going to bring those legs back to that kickstand position. We're going to roll onto our bottom and lift up into a modified teaser position. So it looks like this. This arm is reaching out. And we're going to roll up onto the hip, lift the legs. You can bend them if you need to, and then bring this arm up to meet. So right here, this is your teaser. Good. And then back down. Lengthen out the legs. Lengthen the arm. Good. Exhale. Lift. Straight legs. Harder. Toes in line with the eyes. Or bend. Abs pulled in. Chest open. Good. Let's do it one more time. So forearm, legs kickstand, arm reaching, and lift. hold. Pull everything in, chest open, 3, 2, and 1. All the way back down, and switch sides. All right, line the body up, hip, shoulder with the back edge of the mat, hips stacked, then kickstand the legs out. Point the toes, sides of the feet together, lift the leg, and then 2, lengthen, pull back. 1, lengthen, pull it back. 8, 7. Remember, if you're on the forearm, you're nice and lifted through the shoulder. Good. 5. Remember that ankle and knee are in line with the hip. Hips stay stacked. Let's do 3 more. Watch that top hip, especially when you bring the leg back. It's not rolling back with it. Last one. Lengthen and pull back. Good. Right here. We're going to lift and lower. So lift, flex, lower. Point, lift, flex, lower. Stay lifted in that shoulder. Point, lift, flex, lower. We've got 6. Hand here. 5, 4, 3, 2, abs pulled in. Last one. Good. Slight turnout, toes pointed, and then circle. 10, 9. About basketball size circles. Watch the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, reverse your circle. 10, legs getting heavy. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Set it down. Lengthen all the way out in line with the mat. All the way down if you're not already, and we're going to lift legs, both legs at the same time. Hips are stacked, abs are pulled in, and it's lift and lower. Lengthen through the bottom leg. It wants to kind of shift and come off center with the top, but you want to keep them in line. Lift and lower. 6, side body work. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower it down, kickstand them back out, back up onto your forearm. We're going to roll and lift to that modified teaser position. So arm is reaching, hips stacked, abs pulled in, and roll and lift. You can bend slightly or a lot or straighten. Good. Back down with control. All the way down. Lengthen. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Hold. Chest open. Good. Back down one more time. Inhale. Exhale, scoop and lift. Hold. 3, 2, and 1, and all the way back down. Excellent job. Let's stretch out just a bit here. So just seated on your mat, legs out nice and long, and then cross right over left. Sit up nice and tall, and then rotate, pulling on your knee, rotate to the right. If your right is crossed over the left. Pulling on that knee, stretches right in that glute area that we just worked. Good. And then switch left leg bent over this right leg, which is straight, and rotate. Nice rotation for the spine too. Shoulders down, abs pulled in. Oh, I'm really feeling it on this side. And back to center. All right, we're going to come up to a half kneel. I'm going to put the right knee down and the left leg out to the side. We're going to do kneeling mermaid. All right, so my left arm's coming up, my right arm is down. Your hips are squared off, your shoulders are squared off, you're looking straight ahead. You're going to stay lifted in the right side of the body. So think about lifting the rib cage up and over. Good, the hip stays stacked over the knee and doesn't shift. Good, and then the opposite way. Oh, that feels good. And up and over, lifted, and up and over. Good, one more time. Lift and reach. And lift and reach. And back to center. All right, we're gonna up level that. So if this is too much, go back to that mermaid stretch. We're gonna bring both arms up in an elevated prayer position. And we're gonna go up and over to the right. So a little side body work and back to center. We've got 7. Keep that foot firmly planted into the mat. Right hip in line with the knee. I think this is 5. And 4. Lift like you're going over a barrel on this right side. 3. Shoulders down. 2. Good, last one. And then all the way to center. You're going to take this right hand to the mat. Left arm's coming up. We're going to do a little crunch here. So you're going to bring the elbow to knee. So bring it in. You can look and reach it long. And in. And reach. And in. And reach. We've got 5. And 4. And 3. Watch that right side, supporting side. 2. Hold it here. Little crunches from both the knee and the upper body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lengthen. All right, from here we're going up into a side plank. You can stay here on your hand or come down to your forearm. Kickstand the hand in front and kick that bottom leg slightly behind the top. If you want to modify, you can stay here and just hold. I want you to stay lifted in this right side of the body. So here and hold, or here and hold. You could stack the feet. You can bring the hand here or here. Just hold. Good, press through the mat and squeeze the right side of the body. We're going to pulse the hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down and switch sides. Starting from the beginning with mermaid. So left knee is down, right leg is out, hip is right over the knee, right arm up, left arm down, and it's up and over. Now staying lifted here. Good, and up and over. Good, and again. Lift. Plant that right foot. Good, one more. And over. And back to center. Hands together, shoulders down. Going up and over to the left. And center. Good, lift. Like you're bringing the rib cage over an imaginary ball here. Good, we've got 7. And center. And 6. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one. And all the way center. Tee out the arms. Bring this one down, this one up. Good. Reach it over. Bringing the knee in. Little side crunch. 10. 9. 8. 7. If your knees don't like this, you could do it standing. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold and pulse. 10. 9. 8. 7. Really feeling it right here. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Lengthen. And we're going to come up into our side plank, whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to come down on my forearm, kick that bottom leg behind the top, and lift. shoulder right over the elbow. You can bring the arm up and hold. Nice deep breaths. Breathe through it. Lift. Keep those hips lifted. You can come down to your knee if you have to. We're going to pulse the hips up right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and bring it all the way down. Excellent job. All right, we're going to come to standing and do a lunge series. So back lunge, curtsy lunge, and then put it all together. So we'll start with the back lunge. I'll go this way. We're going to add some arm work in here. We're not using weights today, but I just want you to activate we're going to be activating the upper back and the chest. All right, so start with the feet hip distance apart. I'm going to go at an angle. Arms reaching, but shoulders down. If you don't like this, you can come out here and pull back here. We're going to do some pull downs. We're going to bring the right leg back into a lunge position and pull the arms down, and then back in. So down and in. Bend as much as your knees will allow. 7 and up. 6. Activating through the upper back. Find your focal point so you don't lose your balance. 3, 2, last one. All right, we're going to add the curtsy. So we'll lunge, curtsy, lunge, step in. Looks like this. Lunge, curtsy, lunge, step in. All right, here we go. Pull down, push out, pull in, push up. Lunge, curtsy, lunge, and in. Stay as low as you can. That left leg will fire up if it hasn't already. Let's do 6 more. Keep the arms active. 4 more. 4, 3, abs pulled in. 2, last one. Good. We're going to go to lunge and go back and forth between lunge and curtsy with the same arm movement. So start here, back to lunge, pull down, curtsy, press out, lunge, pull back, curtsy, lunge, curtsy, lunge. 8, abs pulled in. That leg is on fire. 6, this is it. 5, 4, whoo, 3, 2, last one, and step it in. Ooh, shake it out. All right, same thing, left leg, same arms. So no weights, but really activating the upper back and the chest. Pull back, upper back, push out, chest. All right, lunge first, then lunge to curtsy, then hold, lunge, curtsy. Starting here, hip distance apart, and just step it back. Push up, pull down. When you push up, you're not lifting the shoulders. You're keeping those shoulder blades down and slightly back. 7, 6. Watch that right knee. It's not going past the toes, so you're stepping back as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, step back, cross back, push out, back to that lunge, and in. Lunge, curtsy, lunge, and in. 8. Find your focal point. 7. Stay as low as you can. 6. Right leg firing up. 5. You might find your balance is a little better or worse. 3. You might have to focus a little bit more. 2. Abs pulled in. Last one. Good. Now we'll hold the lunge. Go back and forth between curtsy and lunge. Back, hold, curtsy, lunge, curtsy, lunge. 8, 7, 6, whoo, 5, I love the burn, 4, 3, stay low, 2, last one, and all the way in. Whoo, shake it out. Yowza. Pound it out. Rub. All right, we're going to take it down to the mat and do our plank series. So all the way down on all fours. Catch your breath. Nice big inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to hold the first one. So if you like to hold staying on your knees and your forearms, go for it. Hands and knees or hands and toes. Make sure that your elbows or your wrists are right under your shoulders, and then take your right leg back and left, or right and left knee. Find your plank line. Nice and strong here. If you are up on your hands, you want to rotate through that shoulder joint so that your elbows are pointed towards your toes. Squeeze the back of the legs. Feet together. A little more challenging. Feet apart. A little more stabilizing. All right, we got about 20 seconds here. Just breathe. Nice, deep, cleansing breaths. Looking straight down at your mat. Neck in line with the spine. Pushing the hands through the mat. Every time you exhale, pull belly button to spine. Keep the hips lifted. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Sit it back. All right, we're going to pike next. So you can do this on your forearms, on your knees, or up on your toes and your hands. Find your plank. We're going to connect breath to movement. Again, if you're on your hands, you've rotated so that the elbows are pointed towards your toes. Nice strong plank. Take an inhale. As you exhale, scoop the abs, pick the hips up, look at your toes, ears by the biceps. Back out. And then exhale. Lift. Inhale to plank. We're going to do 4 more. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Press through the mat. 3. We're going to hold the last one. Nice plank. Inhale, exhale, pike. Good. Last one. We'll hold. Good. Hold it here. Lower the heels. Lift the heels. Nice calf stretch. Lower the heels. Lift the heels. We've got 4 more. Keep pulling belly button to spine. Keep looking at your toes. 2. Good. Last one. Back out into your plank. Find it. And then lower the knees. Sit it back. 1 more plank. We're going to draw or lift the right leg. Hover. Set it down. Left leg. Hover. If not, just hold your plank. You bring one knee in towards the chest and out. Do what works for you. But if you can, come on up. You can do this on your forearms. You can do it on your knees, or you can do it here in this quadruped position. This is kind of fun. And you just lift and lower and lift and lower. Otherwise, come on all the way out. Find it. Hold it. Alignment is good. And now lift. Hold. Lower. Lift. Lengthen. Lower. Right. Lengthen. Lower. Lift. Length. Lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more time each side. Last one. And lower it down. Lower the knees and sit all the way back. Keep the abs pulled in. Drop the head in between the arms and sit the hips back. All right, we're going to come on over onto our back. We're going to do the ab series of 5. And then we'll do some extension work. So rolling all the way down. And then legs to tabletop. Here and here. All right. Hands behind the head. Elbows in your peripheral. Lift the chest up. Good. Watch your tabletop here. With the legs glued together, the toes are going to go out to the same point in space. You're going to draw the right knee in and the left leg goes long. You can lower it and get that stretch in the hip and then switch. The legs are just brushing past one another. Chest stays lifted. If your neck doesn't like this, you can support the head in the hands. Just use one hand or no hands. But if you can, lift and pull the knee in. Good. 2 more. Last one. And back to tabletop. Lower the chest down. All right, double leg stretch. So we're going to bring both knees in, send the arms and legs long, and then back in. So roll it up, bring the knees in. Good. Inhale, everything goes long, and exhale, pull it in. Inhale, everything goes long. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale long, and exhale. Good. 3 more. 2. Last one. Lower everything down. You can keep the knees in. Take the legs up. We're going to scissor. So kind of like in the beginning, legs are nice and straight, nice and long. Feet together. Lift the chest. Bring the right leg in, left leg long. Pull. Lengthen. Good. Pull. Lengthen. Pull. Lengthen. Exhale. Lengthen. Nice deep cleansing breaths. Exhale. So on that second one, really try to lengthen both legs. It's a 2 count. 1 more each side. And then lower everything down. All right, hands under glutes, thumbs under glutes. Legs up towards the ceiling, double leg lower and lift. So you're going to inhale, lower, lengthen, and exhale, lift. Press the low back into the mat as you lift. So exhale, lift, deep abdominals. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Good, we've got 4. Deep breaths. 3, we're just taking this slow today. Slow and controlled. 2, lengthen those legs. Last one. Bend the knees in, crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows in your peripheral, legs to tabletop, glue them together. Lift the chest, bring the right knee in, rotate towards that knee, rib cage to knee, back to center. Exhale, rotate, reach the opposite leg long. Exhale, rotate. 4 more each side, 4. And 4. Again, full breath. Exhale. And 3. 2. And 2. Last one. And last one. Good. Bring it all the way in. Bring the knees in. Hands behind the knees. I'm going to roll up and then come onto my back. You can just flip over onto your back if you like. Onto your stomach. Your back. We were on our back. Now we're on our stomach. All right, we're going to do some extension work. So some back work, extending the spine, stretching out the abs. All right, swan first. Legs out from the hips. You can go wider if you have low back issues. You can even turn out. That'll help protect the low back. Otherwise, legs are in line with the hips and active. So not lifted off the mat, but active. You're squeezing through the legs, pointing through the toes. Hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. Inhale here and exhale, lift. Pelvic and pubic bones stay rooted into the mat. You're looking just to the top of your mat and not overextending at the neck. Inhale back down. Exhale, scoop the abs and lift. And back down. 2 more like that. And exhale, lift. Good, let's do one more. Exhale, lift. And all the way back down. Good, we're gonna lift. Hands in that goalpost position. We're gonna lift upper and lower body. So lift and lower. If you need to use your hands to push yourself up, you can. Doesn't have to be a huge lift. Keep the neck neutral, so you're not lifting your head, looking up. 2. Last one here. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to do a jack. So you'll lift, open the arms and the legs, bring them back in, and lower them down. Lift, open, close, and down. If you want to extend the arms, makes it harder. Or keep that goalpost position. Or keep the hands on the mat. Let's do 3 more. 3. Exhale as you lift. 2. Abs pulled in. And last one. And all the way down. Excellent. On all fours for cat stretch. All right. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Nice neutral spine. Take your inhale. As you exhale, you're going to round up, pulling the abs in. And inhale, open the chest just slightly. Lift that tailbone up. Good. Exhale, round, dropping the head, pulling the tailbone under. And exhale, lift. Watch the neck. You're not looking up, more looking forward. If you have a mat, it should be just to the top of your mat. Exhale, round, push through the mat. And inhale, lift. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, scoop. And lift. Good. Back to neutral spine. And then lift your right leg up in front. We're going to do some stretches here. All right, square off the hips. We're going to lunge into that right leg and get a stretch in the left hip flexor. So just hold it here. If you want to bring the leg out a little further, make sure the knee isn't going past the toe. If you don't like this on your knee, you can bring your hands to your mat and pop up onto your foot, toes, left foot. Good. I'm going to set the knee down, come all the way up. I'm going to go back into that lunge. Right leg lunge. I'm going to lift the left arm and reach up and over. That gets a little bit deeper into that left hip. Good. And then come all the way up. Straighten out that right leg for a hamstring stretch. Hips are squared off. Toes towards the ceiling. And then hinge forward. You can support yourself. Hand to the mat. Hands to the leg. Good. Inhale. Release just a bit. And exhale. See if you can get a little deeper. One more time, inhale just a bit, and exhale deeper. Good, all the way back up. Plant that right foot, and then bend the left, and reach back and try and grab that ankle. This is your quad stretch on that left side. So all those that whole lunge series we did, you got to stretch out those quads. You do this standing by a wall if your knee doesn't like this. Good, and then set it down. We'll do one more stretch on the right, and then we'll switch to the left. We're going to do pigeon. So you're going to figure 4 this right leg. Bring the knee down toward the mat, and then slide that left leg back. It depends on your hip flex mobility as to how far you can go back. This is about it for me on the right side. Support yourself. You can do this elevated. I like it much more elevated, so find a staircase or a chair, a higher chair, and then prop your bent leg up on the staircase or chair, and it's a little friendlier, and you can kind of get deeper into that hip. All right, and then bring that right leg back, left leg forward, lunge position, support with the hands, top of the leg, come up onto your toes if you like the deeper stretch, or your knees don't like it. Go back down, come out of it, get a little bit deeper, reach the right arm up, and lift over. Come back to center, straighten out the left leg, square off the hips, toes towards the ceiling, and hinge forward, hamstring stretch. Hands to the mat or the top of the leg. Good, hold, and then just release just a bit, and then exhale, see if you can get a little further. Release just a bit, exhale further, one more time. Exhale further, and all the way up. Bend that leg in, reach back and grab your right ankle. Good, pull the heel towards the glute. Nice stretch in that quad. Again, you can do this standing if you like. Set it down. Bring your hands to the mat. Bring both feet hip distance apart. We're going to roll up from here. So just bring your head down. Straighten out the legs. Take a nice big inhale and then exhale, round all the way up. Hips stacked over, ankles and knees. Bring the arms up on your inhale, shoulders down. And exhale, bring it all the way down. Excellent job today. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.